morning, traders. Welcome to the TMT stock market strategy video for Wednesday, December 28th. All right, so we did get a little bit of movement, very little, and that's right on the opening. Here's a 5-minute chart. We've been in a range for the last going on 3 weeks, and it's just the song remains the same, guys. It's consistently just grinding in a range, pop out, and then grind again since really July, believe it or not. It's been a half a year, and it's been sick, other than the fact, of course, the Trump rally. But yeah, you had this little movement here, and if you wait, like usually one of our mottos is you got to wait the first 15 minutes of the opening range, because of the fact that we see where new money's coming in and out of the market, right? So if we're coming out of the market, it would be 15-minute lower range, or that money's flowing into the market would be the 15-minute range breakout, right? So we did get that, but if you waited yesterday, you really didn't do anything other than really not much of anything if you try to get a little bit of a short off, but obviously that's not really something that you'd want to do while we're moving in an uptrend. So sometimes you can deviate a little bit from your trading plan, not much, but just a little bit if a lot of your trading plan kind of lines up and it's not exactly the 945. The reason why I'm putting that out there is because I had a couple of emails saying, well, what do you think if what about if something is not, you see something that's actually looks really good, but it's not within your parameters in your trading plan. Sometimes you can deviate from that, but just keep a real tight stop, But anyway, back to the video. Just want to show you guys we really haven't done much of anything, and we really haven't had any tax selling. And that's, again, we talked about this early on, early December, that it may not be because they, meaning the investors and traders and what have you, might be waiting for a better tax reform that's proposed by Donald Trump. So we'll see. We shall see. And remember, right now we rallied up on the Trump rally only on what he is anticipating to do. So be very careful. I think there's a big red flag here, a red cautionary flag. You can't just go run up, on no volume, and just really there hasn't been a change, as far as policy is concerned, not yet anyway. But anyway, here's the dollar. We're still hanging above here, so this could be an island reversal, an island top, but it is only if you break down below these lows. So right now that hasn't happened. Strong, very strong dollar. Again, I think a lot of that money's going into flight to safety, because gold hasn't really shined as of yet. Bonds just kind of hanging in here lower. You can see the TLT. And again, guys, very boring video. I'm sorry, but there's really not much going on here. I believe that tax selling will pick up as we get closer. Remember, it's trade date plus 3, right? So we had our trade date on Tuesday, and now we're starting the plus 3. So as we get closer to tomorrow and then Friday, we should see some tax selling come in, and really it's been very subdued. So even if there is tax selling, I don't think you're going to push the market anywhere. Let's get the Dow 20,000 mark. That these idiot pundits that continue to say Dow 20,000 means absolutely nothing. So we'll see. Once we get that, let's see, we hit the milestone, and then we get some selling coming in. That's what usually does happen. GLD, you could see here again, we're just kind of basing here at the 76.8% retracement, and the indicator's coming off the basement here, looking okay. But again, this is still bearish symmetry, and what we want to see here, I want to see a takeout of these lower lows and lower highs, which coincides nicely with the 21 EMA. Once we get out of that, I like to see another base and then a breakout of that base. Okay, that is not catching a falling knife. That's how you do not catch a falling knife. Okay. GLD, GDX, we actually broke out, and remember, GDX goes first before gold does. All right, so if you're looking for a spot to buy gold, look at the GDX first and see how that does. So we had a 6-7 day consolidation, right? We took out that swing high, and now we're out of it, but we're still within bearish symmetry, right? We're still making lower lows and lower highs, right? You can see that from here. There really is no change. Ultimately, I'd like to see us get back above this and outside of our proprietary price channel here, okay? Once we get back above it and we can hold above it, then I would start looking to buy pullbacks in GDX and then ultimately in gold. But right now, it's still very early. Now, can you do it now since we took out the base? Sure, you could. You can do that with a stop just below. That's not an issue at all. You can do that. But just remember, if gold opens down 10, 15 points, you're going to get stopped out immediately. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Next is going to be the spiders. And again, guys, you could see here, coming off that high, we had a 1 day down. You were 1, 2, 3, 4. We're about 8 days in a sideways consolidation, and you could see as the market's moving lower. I showed you the money flow chart that I like to look at. Money is absolutely coming out of the spiders, and you could see here, if I open this up and bring this over here, we're in a sideways consolidation now for about 6 trading days. To break below this, the numbers are going to be 224.80, okay, 226.60. Those are your numbers. If we take that out, then we should go up to challenge the highs. If we take this out lower, we have this big thin zone here. We should come to the top of this area of 221.86. Those are your numbers for spiders, all right? Next is going to be the IWM. Okay, we've got an M top formation here. Neckline comes in right around 135, call it. Let's round that off. If we take that lower, we'll probably get down to this 38% retracement. But right now, haven't done anything. We haven't done nothing. Nothing at all other than our indicators rolling over. I did explain to you what the indicators do when they roll over. When we're doing nothing, they start to roll over. And it's not a sell signal. We need price to move. So if price isn't moving and indicates rolling over, all it's doing is just unwinding its overbought condition, which is good for the bulls. Okay. Next and last is going to be Qs. We did break out of our bull flag pattern here for the last 8 days that we've identified, right? And now let's see if we can take out the high. If we take out the high here, 121.58, I'll give you some upside targets. All right, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.